What's a simple thing someone can do to better their life? I work in the trades, never stretched, always stiff. A month ago I started stretching in the morning and before going to bed, and it has made a huge difference. Just last week I was able to touch my toes with straight legs for the first time in my life. Create a budget. There are so many free tools available online that it really is simple. Take a few minutes each day to monitor your spending, saving, and you'll thank yourself later. Sufficient sleep and hobbies. So just make sleep your hobby then. Have achievable short-term goals, and reward yourself appropriately when you achieve them. Compliment people behind the backs. It seriously reduces the drama you have to deal with in your day-to-day life. Especially do it to co-workers. If people see you compliment others when they're not around, then those people will know that you're not cutting them up behind the backs as well. You'll be more trustworthy and people will feel more comfortable around you. Consciously try to make someone else's day better. It will almost always make you feel better too. Show up on time. People feel that the time is respected if you do, and you keep adding to your accountability and credibility bank. The habits that have made life less stressful for me sound boring and lame. Eat real food. Get sleep. Be on time. Look decent. Be polite. Do what you say you're going to do. But boy, do they make a difference. I spent my 20s and 30s fighting against these things, believing they'd make me boring. Well, they have, but I'm happier. More on that. Showing up a little bit early, more than 10 minutes, will set you above a lot of other people who show up on the dot. To be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. To be late is to be forgotten. My college football head coach. Open some blinds, my dude, and let some sunshine in your house in the mornings. It always makes me happy. Scotland here. I've opened the blinds, but can you elaborate on this sunshine? Awaiting further instructions. Delve into your fantasies every once in a while. As people get older, they tend to lose a lot of that spirit which allows them to sit around thinking of amazing things. Picture some fun stuff. Picture some impossible things which, although they don't exist in the real world, they exist in your mind. Although it's important to keep a firm perspective on the real world, let yourself daydream a little. Better yet, put it down on paper. Write a little story, draw a picture. One of the best things about humans is their ability to be creative. I think it's important to never lose that creativity. You never know, you could be sitting on an imagination which is capable of creating best-selling novels or world-class paintings. Exercise. It really helps if you're dedicated and consistent with it. Drink more water. Spend some real alone time. Sitting by yourself, doing absolutely nothing, just you and your mind. Alternatively but similar, start a journal to document your thoughts and feelings. Remind yourself of the good things you have. Even if it's something as simple as a roof over your head, the bed you sleep in, or the phone you use to browse Reddit with. Also, acknowledge positive things about yourself. Whether it be your hair, your style of clothing, or something you accomplished when you were younger. It sounds cheesy, but for those of us who focus more on the negative aspects of life, it does help to remind yourself that there are hidden gems in there too, and it's important to take notice of them. Don't hold on to anger. Be more honest, but don't be a douchebag about it. Getting up earlier than needed before work, so one has about an hour of me time to do whatever you wanna do before the rest of the world wakes up. Eat more vegetables. Save your money. When sleep is concerned, hours aren't everything. So, proper, good quality sleep pattern is a great improvement. An exercise routine and as much movement as one can pack in a day, as in running or walking or cycling. Reducing added sugar intake. I'm putting this instead of simply eating healthy, because eating healthy can be expensive and hard at times. Reducing added sugar intake alone would be great for your health, and it is just as easy as not eating junk food with lots of sugar in them, or stop drinking soda. And not buying something is much easier than not consuming something once it is in your kitchen. Try at least one new thing every week. After you finish using a dish or cup, wash it right away. Wear sunscreen. Since I started living by the mindset it's better to look back and laugh at what you did than look back and wonder what could have been, I've been more confident, happy, outgoing, and caring. Basically, talk to that cute girl, ask for help when you need it, work out, diet, help those in need, offer help, learn new things, the list goes on. Reading a book. Meditate. Do not expect to levitate and be able to resist fire after it. It just really helps you to calm down. You're not really selling it. Levitating and resisting fire are surefire ways to get people to meditate. Moisturize. Your skin will love you, and it's an easy act of self-care. Stop drinking. Simple things everyone can do. Take the stairs instead of an elevator or escalator. Park in the furthest spot in a parking lot to walk a little more. Pack a lunch instead of buying one. Most people eat sandwiches or salads at lunch anyway, and you'd be amazed how much you save and how controlling the ingredients will affect your mood and health. Plus, it's pretty easy once you get in a routine. Swap your second or third cups of coffee for green tea. It'll still give you caffeine, just not as much, and help rehydrate you more so than coffee. Unplug for an hour before bed. You'll get to sleep faster and have deeper sleep if you turn off the screen earlier before you go to bed. You need to throw out all the garbage from your head, understand what makes you unhappy and try to change it. I said this to another poster, but maybe this will help you as well. Here's an awesome thing my therapist told me that solved this problem for me. Give the negative voice a name in your head, and anytime you think something negative, tell that name to stop it. When you associate a name with it, it's no longer you saying it, it's them. We don't typically have a defense mechanism for ourselves against ourselves, but we do against external comments. But what if external comments are right? That's the negative voice. You are doing the best you can with what you are dealing with. Every person has their own experience and story. When you feel like you have to prove yourself, ask yourself, who are you trying to prove yourself to and why? Are you actually trying to prove yourself to them? Or to you? Why? When you get rid of that nasty negative voice in your head and stop trying to prove yourself and instead focus on bettering yourself or doing what gives you drive, for me, it's game development. You go from trying to keep what you have from leaving and go to appreciating what you have. When you can appreciate what you have, it's easy to find something to smile about. Also, I have gotta now take anxiety medicine Lexapro, and it's been a world of difference because it keeps me out of my head and the constant worry is gone. Another thing I do is clean slate every day and give compliments when I see things. For compliments, see something that makes you say in your head, cool, nice, pretty, etc. Say it out loud to whoever it's related to. The more you do it, the more you realize it's super easy to give compliments and people love them. When they smile, you smile. It makes you both feel better. As for clean slate every day, basically, I stopped caring what happened the day before and moved on. Did someone upset you yesterday? Maybe they had a really shitty day. Move on. It takes so much energy to hold on to that. Did something bad happen yesterday to you? There's nothing you can do to undo what happened. Think about the next steps for how to address it instead of lingering on it. The more you let go of the negative, the more you will see the positives in the day and life. Sure, repeated incidents from the same person subconsciously get embedded in you, but that means you are judging them based on a one-time thing. You are basing them on their actions over time, and makes it easier to see people as people living a life and not as people out to get you. Let me know if you want to talk or want any other advice. I always use this threads to motivate myself. And then do nothing.